Welcome back, folks. This is Tommy, Help with Gadgets, and we've got another cool little knife to do a disassembly and cleaning of today. This is the Hobach Radford, and from what I understand, this is the USA made version. So let's go ahead and get into it. The different thing about this knife is that it uses Allen wrench instead of Torx. So normally they come with the tools, but seeing this one's on loan to me, I had to go ahead and find the proper sizes, and but that wasn't bad. I mean, a lot of folks have Allen wrench, at least those are a set laying around. So in this case, that works out okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get those two body screws removed. Look like they're about the same size. And theoretically, there we go. Nice large bearings. We'll drop those in the alcohol there. Go ahead and get this one off. Get that pivot off, drop that in the alcohol, and let's see if we can get this bearing here to cooperate. There we go. Get that into the alcohol. Now let's just wipe everything down. Fairly simple design. I think I had a Radford before. I don't think it was the USA made version. Whoops. Drop that stop pin. We'll just leave that out while we're continuing to wipe everything down. What was that? I think that was just debris. Some sort of debris that was in the knife. So we've got that cleaned out. And let's go ahead and grab some more of this. And all I'm doing is just wiping everything down. We'll wipe this side down as well. And then we'll get a cotton tip applicator and whoops, dropping stuff. We'll get a cotton tip applicator here in a few minutes and wipe everything else down that I can't get to so easily with alcohol pads. So we'll make sure this blade is wiped down. And I'm even trying to get down into the areas that have been cut out for weight reduction. We've got that nice clip. Alright, dropping other items, knocking stuff off my table that I shouldn't have on here right now anyways. And it's getting in the way. Let's see how the microphone picks that up. It might not. Let's wipe down the back spacer there. Nice, neat little back spacer. Just get everything all nice and clean. Use yet another alcohol pad just because this needed a good cleaning. And I'm happy to do so. In case you haven't figured it out, I kind of like doing disassembly and cleaning videos. Well, actually I just like doing disassembly and cleaning, period. And sometimes I video it just because. But my nephew actually suggested that I start filming or recording my disassembly videos. So that's how I got started on my channel, actually. Alright, I should have dropped that in there, that pivot. And so we'll just drop it in for a second and pull it out. And then we'll use that Allen wrench. And we'll do it just like we would normally. Pinching it. And trying to get junk out of it. I think we've succeeded. Let's go again. And I think I'm actually going to grab another and try that again. See if we get any additional. And we did, so good deal. Alright. Pretty pleased with that. Alright, so we'll set that off to the side. Alright. I'm actually going to grab a cotton tip applicator and just make a few little passes in here to get any kind of junk out. Same thing for this side. I mean, this doesn't really affect the operation of the knife, but if I've got it apart and cleaning it, then it's just not a bad idea to get those parts as well. Sometimes those washers can be a pain. I can get that one out without too much trouble. And we'll get that cleaned up. And we'll get that washer wiped off actually too. Let's see if we can get the other one out. Maybe. There we go. Go clean that out. Get that area where that stop pin, if I can use my words today. Alright, then we'll grab another one. We seem to be using a lot of cleaning materials on this particular knife. This one's probably going to be quite spiffy and quite smooth, I hope, once I get all this done. Alright, wipe those off. Now we can begin the process of putting all of this back together. In this case, our smooth pivot goes into the into the lock side, and now I want to get the side of the, I think that shows more wear there. And we'll get our bearing in place. Put a little bit on each side. And on the detemp ball. Actually, I want to make sure I clean that. What I'm doing is cleaning the blade itself in any areas. We'll set that to the side briefly. Alright. Let's get that stop pin. Sizable stop pin, by the way. Get that put in. We'll slide this blade on. I'll actually slide that bearing on, and again, we'll take a little bit here on each side. All right. And then we'll put the other washer on. Okay. And then we got to slide a which way this has got to go. There we go. Slide that on, and I think the easiest way to do this is going to be to put those screws in and kind of set that into the back spacer there. We've got our pivot screw, and we'll put a little bit of Loctite on that. There we go. Push that down. Get it started. We want to be careful with that. Not using a regular driver. We don't want to cross thread it. Alright, let's see where we're standing here. Let's go ahead and take this little and tighten these up. And what I did was back it out till it was going in smoothly. Again, we don't want to cross thread anything, so we want to make sure that as we're assembling it, that nothing's binding up. And then I'm going to use this to tighten it just a little bit more. No reason to crank on it real hard. Alright, good deal. Let's see. Pretty smooth. Centering's good. No blade play. There we go. Disassembly and cleaning of the Hobach Radford. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. Hope to see y'all again on the next one. Leave a comment if you think about it, and hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you again for watching.